welcome to our Loscon47 hub world. This will be the world that you will be launching into the convention from, which we are going to tell you about in a few minutes. But first, I would like to introduce our VR audience. To me, I am Michelle Weisblatt-Dane, or in VR known as I am CompuBear. Also, we have Nia, who is our MC/host/moderator. Say hello, Nia.
Hello, audience.
And we are also introducing our VR audience to our real audience. Say hello, real audience.
Hola.
Say hello, VR audience.
Hello. Hello.
So, thank you for coming to our demo and introduction here. This is the first time this technology has ever been seen in either VR or the real world. It is the first time we have combined both an audience in the real world and in VR, and simultaneously have panel members, me in this particular case, and Nia in the VR world, that we've combined together so that we can do both introductions and storytelling. And in this case, we'll tell you a little bit about our science fiction convention that's coming up, as well as a question and answer session from both the VR world and the real world, appropriately continue on. So let me tell you a little bit about the convention coming up. The Loscon in VR is an extension of Loscon47. It will have first of its kind hybrid panels using altspacevr.com platform. This may be viewed by many platforms, including Mac, PC, Oculus, and HP. The special proprietary technology will allow panels to be held at the convention in the Loscon VR suite at the LAX Marriott and the Golden Apple comic book store and hotel in altspacevr.com. Loscon47 in VR guests of honor will be both at the LAX Marriott and in VR. The LAX VR author guest of honor is Matthew Mende. He is the CEO and generational and legendary heavy metal magazine and co-founder of boutique storytelling company Hero Projects, where he is also still presides as CEO, leading the charge at two genre-focused brands. Matthew spends most of his time thinking up things about the unknown. Matthew's book, which is on display next to me here, is one of his three science fiction novels that he will be telling you about at the convention in real life as well. Our artist guest of honor is Alicia Hollinger from, as many of you know, Altspace VR, and her world can be found also in Altspace VR, and her gallery will be open for presentation during the convention. Alicia Hollinger is an LA-based artist who specializes in sexy, sci-fi, fantasy, and beauty and pop culture art. She has shown her art in LA and California art galleries, as well as in Altspace. Her art was in an 8-page spread in Heavy Metal magazine, which obviously connects you to our author guest of honor, who's also from Heavy Metal. Alicia also creates photoreal CGI people, and they can be custom created for marketing campaigns as well as in other multiverse platforms. Hybrid panels. There will be 4 hybrid panels. These panels will have panelists in the real world, IRL, and in virtual reality that will be visible in both in the real world on screen and in the VR suite at the VR audience. You will be able to ask questions in real life and VR panelists exactly the way we are doing here tonight. Interactable. The rest of the panels will be interactable. The panels will be hosted in VR and viewed by audiences in real life, on screen, in the VR suite, and in VR, who can ask questions from either side. Loscon47 panels. There will also be panels in the main ballroom area that will be in real life with several of our Loscon47 in VR guests. Parties, this is the exciting part. There will be 2 interactable parties. Friday night, we will have an artist guest of honor party. This will take place in the VR suite in Alicia's VR gallery world in altspace.com. Saturday, we will be the author guest of honor party hosted by IceWiz. IceWiz will be presenting us in real life with a special one-of-a-kind alien art sculpture. The party will also take place at altspacevr.com in his alien ice world. Music will be provided from IceWiz from the VR world. Panels. The panels so far include the White Mirror Society, a science fiction science VR group from Australia, which will also be in the hybrid panels. Introduction to VR with special world presentations and crossover in real life with Altspace VR and VR chat. This will include a discussion on headsets. This will be conducted by our own Dr. Abstract. Introduction to VR part 2, a recap of day 1 and more on headsets. Meet our guests of honor. Sunday, coffee clutch, meet the guests in VR only requires a donation. World hopping, come see some of the most mind-blowing worlds in VR and meet their creators. Star Trek TNG review, come meet our Loscon47 in VR hub world creator and hear his weekly review on Star Trek The Next Generation. Meditation superheroes, come meet the creators and teachers of evolver.org. See whole new level they are bringing to VR. Unity, the programming platform for 3D games and metaverses. Find out what Unity has in store for the future. The schedule of panels of VR suite in the VR suite and panels will be available in regular Loscon47 schedule and at https://accounts altvr.com/channels/Loscon47 in VR. Attendance. A Loscon47 badge must be worn to gain admittance into the Loscon47 in VR suite. Membership may be purchased here. We ask that you make a donation to attend in VR. There are 2 donation levels that can be made by anyone attending in real life or in VR. Level 1, $20. This includes an exclusive meet and greet with the guest Sunday morning coffee clutch, and you will need an altspace.com username. Level 2 is $40 and includes a Sunday morning coffee clutch and an exclusive Loscon47 NFT with art by Teresa Mathers. So between the Loscon stuff and our tech that we are showing here, is there any questions that our VR audience might have for me? Nia will be pressing the raised hand button, and if you have any question, just click on the raised hand so she knows to call on you.
Do I have a raised hand? I think I do.
Yeah. So CompuBear, I have a question.
Yes, Nia.
Yes. So how exactly are you doing this technology that we can actually see you in virtual reality as a real person?
So we're actually using, it's a little complicated, but we're using 2 cameras. We're using a video camera that is videoing me and putting it into the web projector in there, and that's on one computer. On a second computer, we have all of the sound wired in and me standing here in 2D, which is really where the sound is coming from. Are there any other questions in VR?
So the sound isn't coming from the media player, it's coming from the guitar?
No, there is no actual sound coming from the media player. All of the sound is actually coming from my 2D avatar standing here in the room.
Interesting.
Is my question
Oh, I have a question.
Yes.
Put yourself
There.
on
megaphone. I just put myself on
megaphone. There we
megaphone,
go.
and I've got a raised hand. Okay, excellent.
Yes.
What's Ender doing up there?
Ender is taping this for us so that we can put this demonstration up on YouTube, and or we have a project that we're doing in Fiji, and so they can view this example of how our tech works. Any other questions? We have any other questions? Oh.
None that I can think of, but
Oh, and apparently Fiji is trying to follow us, so they're having some technical difficulties in Fiji, so they're not able to be here and watch us very well. But the videotape of this will go to them, so they will see this later on. They were supposed to be seeing this in Fiji, but they've had internet problems. Is there anybody else in our audience that has any other questions, either about the convention or about the tech and how this works, and how this will be demonstrated?
Pope Pat has a question.
Please make sure you megaphone yourself, or we can't hear you here in the real world.
Nope. Oh, you got to do it again. There, thank you. So my question is simply, what can we do to help you? And I'm pretty sure the answer will be get the word out.
Well, yeah, the huge answer is put the word out. We're always looking for moderators as well, and any panel suggestions at this time that you'd like to suggest to us. We're looking for that, or people who would like to be on some of our panels here in VR as well. All of those are great things that would help us as we go into the next couple of months, especially in getting ready for the convention.
Emerald Hook had a question.
Hi. I was wondering if there was a chance of doing the pagans.
Yes, my understanding is that we are going to be doing a pagan something at the convention, so that the people in real life can see what we do as far as pagan stuff in VR.
Awesome. Just let me know when and where, and I will try to be as part of it as our schedule permits.
Any other questions?
We have another one. Oh, that was me.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, is there a question? Oh, Dr. Abstract seems to have another question. Go ahead, Doctor.
Amplified. Okay, there we go. For anybody who's wondering, when is the conference?
So the conference is Thanksgiving weekend. We all know here in the United States. For people who don't know, that's the 26th through the 28th. Will be the science fiction convention, both in real life and in VR. We hope that if you are in the LA area, that you will come to us and visit us in the real world as well as in VR.
Yes, please.
Right?
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So do we have any questions from our real life side?
Well, how long have you been working on this project?
So I've been working on this project for about 4 months now, combining the different pieces of tech and trying to get it all worked together. It was kind of doing one side, then the other side, and then meshing them together.
And what is it that's new about this specifically? Is it?
So this is the first time that we've had a real life panel that has been in alt space along with people. In this case, Mia, our panelists in our VR world, simultaneously being able to ask and answer questions of both the VR side and the real side simultaneously.
How do you plan to use it how do you think it can be implemented going forward?
Well, in this particular case, we're using it for our science fiction convention so that we can hold science fiction convention in the real world and in VR, and both sides can simultaneously be conversing and have panelists on both sides to converse on this science fiction convention, as well as audiences in VR and the real world in the real convention. But we have other hopes of being able to use this technology in things like schools, where you can have teachers or people sitting up here in costumes or whatever, being able to show that to a group of students who are in VR as well, and then maybe a teacher also in VR as well, helping the students. So you can have VR classrooms, but you can also have guests come and speak to them from the real world as well. And so they'll be able to interact with both the students that are there and the students that are in real life. Any other questions? Nope. Okay. Any last questions in our VR world? No. Okay. Well, just so you know, if anybody's interested, this is the world we are going to be using for our hub world that was created by Scott. We also, over there next to the boards with the information on the real life convention, as well as the convention in VR, is the portal to the hotel and convention space. If you'd like to check out the dealer's room and the hotel and what it looks like currently, that's available for you as well. Also, if you would like to, you can subscribe to our channel here in VR at Loscon47 in VR channel. And by subscribing to our channel there, you will get all of the up-to-date notices as to what panels we have secured and what the scheduling will be for the Loscon47 in VR.
Coffee Bear, I did have another question.
Yes.
Yes. So I was thinking about the people in real life that are your real life audience over there, and anybody that may be watching this on YouTube. What do you mean by a virtual world, and what goes into creating something like this, the stage that we are at?
Okay, well, the virtual world currently exists in altspace.com in this particular case, but during the convention, we will also be going to VR chat. These are actually worlds that, while it's hard to understand in a 2D format, meaning the video that you will be seeing this in, it's actually in 3D, meaning when you're there in either Oculus or HP, the world is completely around you and you will be able to see everything as if you were sitting in this other world, and also be able to see me, which your audience there can see, but a lot of people can't see me on the screen. And so you'll get the ability to kind of almost be in both worlds simultaneously. Being in 3D, it can only really be comprehended, I think, by being in 3D, meaning being in using Oculus or HP, because it gives you a whole new aspect about it. Right now, our VR world is almost a little cartoonish. Hopefully, as years go by, that will become more realistic. But in the meantime, we still have some amazing worlds that you will get to see that when we go world hopping, both in VR and in the real world when you're looking at it on your screen. Did that answer the question? Yeah. Yeah.
Nia? Yeah. Yeah, might be
Oh,
a pros.
we may have lost.
Sorry, my
Nia.
megaphone went. My megaphone.
Oh, megaphone was off.
There we are.
Okay, so that did answer part of the question. But there's also, these people see these worlds and that we're talking about the scene that we're in right now, and
So
that there
this
are
is
many different scenes we can go to.
Yeah, so this is the Star Trek world that was created, but we will be going to all different kinds of worlds. Some of the worlds include forests, some really good meditation worlds, some incredibly amazing psychedelic worlds out there, worlds that you can't even really describe. They have to be experienced and seen in order to even begin to grasp the magnitude of how artistic and creative all of this is. These worlds are all created in language called Unity. So what you're really seeing is ones and zeros out there that are all converted into images that we can see, kind of like being in the Matrix. And so one of the things I'm trying to do is connect the Matrix to the real world, and so that there isn't so much of a world that's disconnected. Till recently, VR has been its own universe or its own world and its own existence, and the real world has been separate from that. And so my hope is to blend the two of them together more so that we can experience both.
Lion Antler had a question. If he could
Yes.
put himself on.
Hi. So, not really a question, but I just want to say that this is really amazing and really impressive, and I can't wait to see where more of this goes. I know, like, earlier last year, Comic-Con started having, like, broadcasted panels and stuff, and you could watch them, like, kind of as a streaming format, a live streaming format, which is like only halfway to what we're doing right now. So this is really, really cool. I really like it.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm looking forward to the convention as well, and I'm really excited about it. We have some wonderful guests. We have some writer guests of honor, writers guests that are going to be there as well as the one. We have Dr. Abstract, who is here in our audience, who will also be a panelist since he does also write science fiction as well as create some wonderful worlds. His world will be one of them. It will be the world that we're holding the coffee clutch in as well, so that you can do a meet and greet with there. But that also, you need to sign up for that and place a donation in order to be able to have that exclusive time in that exclusive world with many of our special guests.
I'm so looking forward to it.
And if that's all, then we can call this an end. And I want to thank very much Nia for your wonderful help in the VR world, and all of our VR audience. Thank you so much for participating with us tonight. Thank you, Ender, for recording this for us. And I'd like to thank my real life audience here for participating and asking questions and watching as well. Thank you guys all so much for coming, and hopefully we will see you at the end of November.
Bravo!
Yay, thank you, Compy Bear. Well done.
Thank you.
That was very well done.
Yep.
Do they leave special learning, or do they just, is that like a portal up there? I'm trying to think.